We're going to start today's lesson on how to write a thesis statement. I'll have a copy of this note on Brightspace for you, but for now, I just wanted to walk you through what a thesis statement is. I know a lot of students, whenever they hear thesis, already start to panic. They're not sure how to write it. They will just sit down and start writing without considering what actually goes into it. But when you think about breaking down a thesis statement into three different parts, it's a lot easier to think about what you need to do. So let's go through this. So let's start with the definition of it. So a thesis statement is a direct statement that explains the topic of your essay or your review, what you believe about that topic, and why you believe in it. Okay, so those are the three different parts. Identification. So make sure that your topic is specific, spell it out. Don't assume that whoever is reading your writing will know what you are trying to describe or explain. What is your claim? So it's important to include a word that will indicate where you sit on a particular topic. A thesis statement is something that is stated that is opinion based, that is also debatable. The third part of this is your direction. So, how are you going to prove this? How are you going to lead to your conclusions? So, let me start with the first topic that we're going to do. So, I have an example here. Okay, so you're never going to be asked to write something without some guideline or a topic. Now, let's start with something very, very basic. You may not be committed to this particular topic, but you have an opinion that you need to state. Now, one thing I'll mention is this: don't sit on the fence. The whole idea of a thesis statement is to show that you can take a stand and then run with it. Let me read the writing prompt to you. Educators often discuss whether high school sports have a positive influence on students. Some think athletic programs contribute positively because competition enriches classroom learning. Others think high school sports do not have a positive influence because the emphasis on sports often overshadows academic achievement. In your opinion, do high school sports have a positive influence on students? Okay, so this is what we need to do. Let's identify the topic. Based on the prompt, we know that this is going to be a piece of writing dealing with sports offered in high school. The next part is the claim. Where do you stand on this topic? What do you believe? In this case, we're going to argue that sports have a positive influence. Here's the next part, the direction. What are the general reasons as to why you believe your claim to be true? And here are some of the reasons. We don't necessarily need to mention all of them in the thesis statement, but this is a good place to just set up what your points will be. So we are going to essentially state that sports teach social skills, time management, provide exercise, show the benefits of hard work, allows for team building opportunities. Okay, now that we have all three of these columns filled out, we're going to combine all three of them into 1 to 2 sentences. Now, this may require a bit of writing and rewriting, but at this point, you have all the major elements that go into what your thesis statement is going to be stating. Okay, so here's our thesis statement. High school sports unquestionably have a positive influence on students because they teach social skills, reinforce time management skills, provide exercise, and show the benefits of hard work.